Good morning, students. Hope you all are keeping well. I welcome you all to the new session in biology. Today, first of all, I will introduce you with the course content, and then we will move to further the topic of the day. Now, your biology course in class 11th is divided into 5 units. There are 5 units, and the name of these units are: first is Unit 1, Diversity in the Living World. In this unit, there are 4 chapters, and this unit deals with the study of all the different type of living forms, life forms, different type of plants, different type of animals, different groups, classification of organisms. These all we are going to study in the first unit, that is diversity in the living world. And the second unit is structural organization in plants and animals. And in this unit, we are going to study the morphology and anatomy. Morphology means the outer appearance, the outer structure. Suppose we have a plant, so root, stem, leaf, different plant parts we are going to study. And anatomy also, there are two parts that we have to study: morphology as well as anatomy. Morphology is the outer study of outer appearance, the branch of biology that deals with the study of outer structures of organisms, plants and animals. And anatomy is the study of internal organs, study of internal structures, the structures which are present inside the body, like tissues, what type of organs, what type of membranes, what type of different forms of organs, forms of tissues, that we all study in this unit, that is structural organization in plants and animals. Now come to the third unit. Third unit is cytology. Cytology means study of cell, the branch of biology that deals with the study of cell. In this unit, we are going to study about the structural and functional aspect of cell. And structure of cell, what are the different cell organelles which are present, what are the function of different cell organelles, different parts of cell. And biomolecules. Biomolecules means the molecules which are present in the living system. Bio means living system, molecules, chemicals. Like proteins are there, DNA, RNA, as in nucleic acid. So proteins, carbohydrates, these all we have to study the structure of biomolecules, their working, their importance, that we will study in this. And along with this cell structure, we have to study about the cell division, how cells are going to divide. As we know, there are two type of cell divisions on this earth. One is mitosis and other is meiosis. So we will study detail of these cell divisions. We will see the slides in the lab also to see mitosis, meiosis. We are making the slides also. And there are a number of things that we have to cover in this unit. This is unit 3. Now the unit 4 is plant physiology. Now I am moving on to physiology. Physiology means how the system works, working of the system, functioning of the system, that we are going to study in this unit. Plant physiology, that the processes which takes place in plants. So majorly we are going to discuss photosynthesis in plants, respiration in plants, their growth and development, their nutrition means what different minerals, different nutrients which are present in soil, how plants are going to absorb these nutrients, and how these materials transported in plant, like xylem and phloem we have studied in the previous classes. Xylem transport the water, how this process is going on. So all these details we are going to study in the unit plant physiology. And now I am coming to the last unit, that is unit 5. And unit 5 is human physiology. Human physiology, where we are going to see the or study the working of our own body, how different processes working, functioning in our body. And this unit includes almost 7 chapters, and these 7 chapters are related to the different systems, different processes going on in our body. And this I'm going to start with this unit because one reason for starting this unit means that one, to it carries the maximum weightage, सबसे ज़्यादा weightage है इस unit का. And at the same time I am connecting this unit with your 10th class knowledge. In 10th class you have studied life processes, control and coordination. So these two chapters are directly linked to this unit. So for the first class I am going to start this unit 5 first. And this unit is human physiology. Human physiology means functioning of the physiology. Means logy means logy term in biology is always related to logos means study. So this branch of biology deals with the study of working of the system, that processes, how the processes are going on, that we have to see in this unit. And first chapter that I am going to start is digestion and absorption. Very basic phenomenon, very basic chapter that you have studied in your 10th standard. And we will connect this chapter with the 10th class chapter, nutrition, that how the food is taken up, and digestion of this food, and then how this food is converted into simple form and absorbed by the body. So let's start this unit. And the first chapter of this unit is digestion and absorption, where I'm going to start these two processes, two important processes that takes place in the body. So let's start. What is why we have taken food? As we know from this, digestion means some food is going to digest, or some food is converted into its simple form. So digestion. Before starting this digestion, we should have some basic knowledge. I started from very basic things, from food. Food is the basic requirement of every organism, and food contains many nutrients. Proteins are there, carbohydrates are there, then fats are there, vitamins are there, number of minerals are there, number of other roughage is there. So these all materials or substances which are present in food are essential for the growth and development of our body, for the working of the system, working of the organs, repairing of the tissues in case of any damage, working or see that to control the damage, to see the damage, we need food. And from this food we get the energy, and this energy we take up with the help of another process, that is respiration. So here we are focusing on food, intake of food. That process is known as ingestion, कैसे हमने food को intake करना है. And when we take up the food, this food is not ready to absorb in the body. फर्स्ट दिस फूड इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू इट्स सिंपल फॉर्म. बहुत सिंपल बात है, हमने जो खाना खाया है वो खाना उस फॉर्म में हमारी बॉडी एब्जॉर्ब नहीं कर सकती है. सपोज हमने चपाती खाई, राइस लिया है, दाल लिया है लंच में, तो वो डायरेक्टली एब्जॉर्ब नहीं होंगे बॉडी में. फर्स्ट दे हैव टू कन्वर्ट इनटू इट्स सिंपल फॉर्म. This conversion takes place with the help of specific system in our body with specific chemicals. These chemicals are known as enzymes that convert this food into its simple form. So simple form that is absorbable by the body, जो body absorb कर सकती है. This process is known as digestion, that the complex food material converted into its simple form. This process of conversion with the help of chemicals, with the help of enzymes, is known as digestion. And after digestion, now this food is ready to absorb, and this process is known as absorption. So in this chapter, we are going to study these two processes in detail, although many concepts are directly related to your 10th class content, but some as in 11th class, as a senior class, there are many additions also in this part. So this is the simple definition. The process of conversion of complex food substance to simple absorbated form is called digestion, and this process is carried out by a specific system in our body by the mechanical and biochemical methods, and this process of digestion we are going to study. So this is the picture that I am showing. This is the picture of human digestive system. Human digestive system includes two parts. Today it is just an introductory class. In the next class, in the next video, I'll explain everything in detail. Along with this, I am sending these notes also to you, and you feel free anytime. You can send me a message on my group, on my personal ID, and I'll solve your queries. I'm giving you assignments also. These assignments are based on these lectures, what I am teaching, that you have to do assignments and then click the picture, send it to on my personal ID. WhatsApp ID. So this is the human digestive system that contains two parts. One is alimentary canal and second is digestive glands. These are called associated digestive glands. So let's start with the brief introduction of this system. This alimentary canal, first part of digestive system, starts from mouth. Anteriorly, it is starting from our mouth, and posteriorly this tube ending in a pore-like structure that is known as anus. And in adult human being, the length of this alimentary canal is about approximately 9 meter, and out of this 9 meter, 6 meter is this small intestine only. This is the longest part of our system. And mouth is the first part, first organ that contain teeth, tongue, and salivary glands. These are associated glands. Three pair of salivary glands are present in our body. And then following this, pharynx is the part that is the throat area, that is known as pharynx. Then this tube is known as esophagus, and it just passes the food from mouth to the stomach. And this is the stomach. Stomach is a J-shaped structure, sac-like structure, bag-like structure that stores the food for 4 to 6 hours. There are different parts of stomach. In 10th, you have studied only this is J-shaped structure and sac-like structure. Now in 11th class, in the coming videos, I will explain the detailed structure of stomach. There are different parts. There are 3 different parts. Now, after this small intestine, the first part of small intestine, just see this hand or marker that I am showing you diagram through this. Duodenum is the first part of small intestine, then jejunum and ileum. This small intestine opens into a large intestine, and large intestine, this is colon part, the long tube colon, that ascending colon, then transverse colon, and descending colon. Then the last part is rectum, which stores the undigested food, and the pore that helps to throw the food outside the body. 3 pairs of salivary glands are there. Then these are digestive glands. Then liver is the largest gland. Liver, then pancreas is the another gland. Then gastric glands are there in stomach. Gastric term is always related to stomach. Biology is not tough. As you know, we are some new words are there that are not of English origin. See, that's why they are a little different, and students are generally asking कि मैम बहुत tough words हैं biology में, but you just develop this attitude. These are the words from Greek language, the Latin language, the world's oldest languages. So make your mind like this, that you are learning some words at least in your biology. Words, oldest language, Greek language, Latin language. So these some words are from there. That's why they are new or some difficult, because they are not of English origin. So in this way, come to the point, this in this way, We have digestive glands. Liver is one of the gland. This pancreas is one of the gland. Stomach having gastric glands. Intestine having intestinal glands. Different glands associated with the system. And these gland term means glandular. हमेशा जब biology में gland term आ जाता है तो इसका meaning है, it means it secretes something. इसमें से कुछ release हो रहा है, कोई chemical है, कोई juice है, कोई hormone है, कोई enzyme है. So gland is a glandular epithelium, or we can say the part or the structure that releases something. Gastric term is always related to stomach. Gastrologist, the doctors or the specialized doctors for this. Hepatic term is always related to liver. Hepatologist is the specific doctor, specialized doctor. And then hepatitis is one of the disease that is related to the liver. Renal term, renel, renal term, renologist, nephrologist, these all are the doctors related to the kidneys, related to the nephrons which are present in kidney. So learn the biology by their linking the meanings, so then it is more easy for you to understand. Digestive glands done. Then basic structure. Today I am just explaining the basic structure. From next class I'll start the detail of each and every structure. If we are talking about the buccal cavity, so what are the structures present in buccal cavity, in mouth, teeth, structure of teeth, formula, dental formula of teeth, that we all have to study in detail in the coming lectures. So thank you. This is all about for today's. I hope everything is clear. It's just an introductory class. From the next class, I will start detailing of all the structures, detailing of the system. I'm sending one basic assignment also that you have to do. And once in a week, we will conduct a online class on Zoom, that is doubt class. You collect your doubts, write your questions side by side while watching the videos, so that we will discuss in that class. Thank you.